renewable fiber sourced from sustainably managed forests, traceable to origin through the entire value chain. Also used for a multitude of household, industrial and pharmaceutical applications, including tablets and non-wovens. Our dissolving pulp helps Sappi stay relevant and remain the fiber of choice. Nestled on the banks of the Umkomaas river is the Sappi Saicor Mill. With the aim of increasing global competitiveness and to advance on its decarbonization journey, Sappi has completed a mammoth mill expansion and environmental improvement project, which opens the way for Sappi to remain one of the leading producers of dissolving pulp in the world. This increases the company's economic contribution at a local, provincial and national level, growing export revenue earnings with India, China and the European Union, giving rise to the creation of direct and indirect employment and for many skills development opportunities. The investment opens the way for many industries to follow in Sappi's footsteps and ultimately shows the globe that KwaZulu-Natal and South Africa is a desirable investment destination. This 7.7 billion rand investment was first announced in 2018 at the Presidential Investment Conference in answer to the call for South African companies to invest in the economy. The Sappi Saicor Mill has the largest sulfite recovery boiler in the world, with the capacity to process up to 1,500 tons of dry solids per day. The construction used vast amounts of steel, 110 kilometers of cabling, 56 kilometers of piping, and more than 2,000 truckloads of concrete and a 600-ton crane. And although bigger isn't necessarily always better, in this case we can proudly state that it is. Not only does this substantially increase our production capacity, but by converting the calcium cooking line at Saiccor Mill to the more sustainable magnesium bisulfite technology, we are reducing the need for coal-based power generation. This, along with the introduction of other best available technology, significantly reduces our carbon footprint, whilst also realizing considerable cost savings.
Sappi embarked on the expansion project in South Africa because we had a well-established dissolving pulp business. We saw this opportunity to expand our capabilities and therefore improve our footprint.
Our dissolving pulp product Verve is really unique in the industry in that we have very high levels of forestry certification. That means that our entire value chain can be assured that our pulp is being manufactured from fully sustainably managed forests.
That creates opportunities for SMEs and small entrepreneurial firms to actually get involved in the timber supply chain. We have for the past 25 years odd been running a project called Project KwaDukuza, and that is actually encouraging and supporting small farmers to actually get involved in the timber in the forestry supply chain.
I'm also very satisfied that during the course of the project there was significant engagement with the local communities and we were able to create significant job opportunities as we completed the project.
Sustainability is incredibly important for Sappi. It's the essence of who we are as a company, and it's the foundation for our business strategy. And this is something that's really important for the textile value chain. The consumers at the end of the day who purchasing garments in the shops want to be sure that they are not contributing to deforestation. And with Sappi Verve, they can be 100% guaranteed that that is not the case.
We always remain conscious that we operate as part of a greater ecosystem and that we exist to build a thriving world that benefits our people and our surrounding communities. We play an active role in solving societal challenges by helping to create resilient communities by stimulating economic empowerment. We use our expertise to create a sustainable future in meeting the needs of a growing and changing society by unlocking the power of trees. On our journey of innovation and technological advancement to harness more efficient, environmentally conscious, cutting-edge methods of practice, we are ever mindful of the earth we call home. With an abundance of fragile resources and the tremendously significant responsibility we have to care, protect, and preserve our world. Because every decision we make today will impact how those we love live tomorrow.
Wow, wow, and wow. I'm sure, Mr. President, you can see that we have already reached the phase of 5th industrial revolution, not the 4th, the 5th. There's been already some gallivanting strategy towards that, and we are happy. There was a presentation that the President received in the boardroom. I think there's one fundamental area that was highlighted, the issue of rail. I'm sure the President will be happy that Ubaba Umoshe Motlo, who comes from Transnet, is here with us today and will formulate a team that is going to fast track, because the company says that they want to add towards its expansion projects. Overview of the Sappi expansion and environmental upgrade projects by Mr. Stevie Bean, the CEO. The platform is yours, sir. Just immediately when you're done, let us invite the special performance from Umkomaas, the primary school. So immediately after the CEO, please come and perform while you proceed. Yeah, you may start, you may come.
Thank you. Thank you, MEC Duma. Your Excellency, President Cyril Ramaphosa, Premier Dube Ngube, Minister Patel, Mayor Kaunda, Nkosi Shinga, Honourable MECs, national, provincial and local government officials, Amakosi, ward councillors, local community leaders, business and industry representatives, members of the media, Sappi Limited board members, management and employees, all guests, ladies and gentlemen. Sappi has 19 mills throughout its operations in South Africa, Europe and North America. Today, we are pleased to be gathered at one of our company's flagship mills and our biggest operation in the group. As a proudly South African company, where we first began operations back in 1936, it is an honor to be hosting such an illustrious audience as we celebrate the official opening of a milestone moment in our company's history. The Saiccor Mill, built in 1955 with a production capacity of just 100 tons a day, joined the Sappi stable in 1988. Through regular investments, we increased capacity to 2,100 tons per day. Until quite recently, it held claim to being the world's biggest single-site producer of dissolving pulp. The fact that it has now been overtaken by some other dissolving pulp mills elsewhere in the world confirms the growing worldwide demand for this raw material that is used in so many varied applications. One of the main applications for dissolving pulp is in its use in the manufacture of textiles to satisfy the shift towards more comfortable, environmentally friendly clothing. Indeed, demand continues to grow at around 6% per year, and our customers are focused on keeping their own leadership position in global markets. To ensure we continue to compete as a world leader in dissolving pulp, satisfy the requirements of our customers, and take advantage of this strong growth and the clear preference for our product, we had to address two interwoven demands. Firstly, increase our production capacity by 110,000 tons per annum, from 780,000 up to where it is today, 890,000 tons per annum. And that's the equivalent about 2,400 tons per day. And in particular, our capacity to produce lyocell, the fiber of the future. Already, Sappi supplies over half of the world's lyocell, and with this expansion, we can increase further. Secondly, we needed to ensure that the mill is upgraded to respond to the sustainability and environmental expectations placed on modern manufacturing. This to significantly reduce the environmental footprint of the operation through equipment and process upgrades and improvements employing the best available technology. Furthermore, the project makes a significant contribution for us to achieve our science-based targets, which are aligned with our Thrive 25 strategy and our prioritized UN Sustainable Development Goals. Sappi recently became only the 5th South African company to have these targets approved by the World Body of the Science-Based Targets Initiative, where we have committed to reduce our carbon emission intensity globally by 41.5% by 2030. Mr. President, it was an honor for me to join you on stage back in 2018 and confirm that